probably our last game of the day. We'll see if we get an energy boost because we got 4 more to get through, but those might got to be saved for the week. But the only game of the day between 2 undefeated teams, the Rookies and the Eggs, BLB versus CWC. The core of one team being Bowser Jr., and then a lineup of absolutely deadly secondary characters. Boo starting off pitching, 2 Bros, 2 Dry Bones. Absolutely lethal lineup. On the other hand, the Eggs, maybe not the most pitching depth. Yoshi really looking like the only one that's going to be doing too much on the mound there. But absolute murderer's row. Small ball players in the outfield, and then King K. Rool, Brown Critter, and perhaps an MVP candidate, Wiggler, playing shortstop. I think this should be a good one. We got 7 plus, maybe, fun innings coming up at Daytime Congo Jungle. Let's get this party started.
Hello.
Hi, Charbo. Thank you for joining us. So this is Charwell. This is the coach of the Eggs for this game, starting off in the field. Now, Charwell, you actually had a stage change going into this game. Do you want to talk about, I guess, what went into that for you?
I like bigger stages. I think it's good for my game. I like small ball for most of my team, and then I got like the heavy hitters like Wiggler, K. Rool, Brown Critter to kind of try to help them home.
That's fair. How do you feel about your... I know, this is a game between 2 undefeated teams, as that's a great play by your second baseman, Brown Critter.
For real.
This is a game between 2 teams that are undefeated. How did opening night go for you?
It went pretty well. I had a bit of a blowout. 13-2 final. About all I could ask for opening night.
Yeah, I do think that game was, I think I've been saying this about most of the games, but a lot of them were closer than they're going to end up looking just because of when the scoring happened. But yours was definitely a game where it felt like a lot, like the players that showed up that you paid to hit, they were hitting,
Yeah.
What do you think of the rest of the games that you've seen today, if you've seen any?
The first one was insane with the gongs.
Yeah.
I can't really believe that. What the bunch that they were going for.
The suicide squeezes in that game were magnificent. Ended the top of the first here. Rookies held scoreless. Eggs up the bat. I feel like time-wise, these aren't that bad to record, but I'm just yapping for so long. It's nice to have somebody else to talk to, because 4 more of these is crazy. Just crazy.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm always gonna try to join for my games.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm only a stickler about trying to do them on the weekends, so that way I can get them all done in bunches. I would reschedule them, but I'm just like,
That's fair.
King K. Rool stepping up to the plate. 1 on, Wiggler gets aboard. 1 out. King K. Rool sends one deep to left field. Mies are going to get under it. Dark Bones and Luffy have to get up there. Luffy gets up, robs a home run. Wiggler, halfway around second, has to run back to first. I think defense on this stage is pretty scary, I feel like the roots can get in the way, or Mies can have a hard time judging the angle, but Luffy, no stranger to heights, gets up there pretty easily. Drags that ball down from Skypea. I don't know if Wiggler has failed to get on base yet. He's been as advertised. Critter.
Underrated pick. Scooby-Doo had a phenomenal performance yesterday with a final score of 110. One of the highest I've seen from me.
The flower sabotages the king of the pirates. They're going to get off the buddy throw, but Brown Critter gets a stage-assisted triple. Luffy fails to bring in the fly ball. First run of the game scores. It's Wiggler. We're scoring from first. 1-0 Eggs. Unfortunate timing there for the rookies. But very good timing for you. Scooby-Doo, as you were talking about earlier. Up the bat now. Great game yesterday. Now, I think something I've noticed just watching a lot of these as Scooby-Doo knocks in second run of the game here on a single to left field, is that I feel like a lot of teams, they'll use Mies, obviously to cover chemistry holes, but more so for chemistry in the outfield. I noticed that you have both your Miis playing in the infield. Was that an intentional choice? Like, did you have outfielders in mind, or is that just ended up like if you needed a role to play, you knew where to put them?
It was somewhat intentional. I knew I wanted as you were saying, the Pail Kids in the back, Monty Mole, Paragoomba Goomba, just because they all synergize together and they can, they're all fairly fast, I believe. And I just wanted more synergy, so I stuck them in.
Seen. Bomb there, a little bit too late, almost on time to prevent the throw, but eggs strike first, score 2, bottom of the first. Oh, I didn't do the thing again. Great play by Critter.
He's been putting in work at the second baseman.
And now Fire Bro knocks one deep. Monty Mole gets over there. He catches it. Robs one. Or sorry, was that Boomerang Bro? I may have lost count. Either way, that's a bro that will be sitting on the bench for the next 8 batters. Monty Mole and Goomba, as we talk about that, that was Fire Bro. As we talk about that, that synergy in your outfield, get it done there. They might not have hands, but they have heart. Brown Critter, third out of the inning. Game stays close, 2-0. Eggs up to bat again. Do you have a favorite Wallace and Gromit cartoon or movie?
I think I don't remember the name at the moment, but the first one with Filters McGraw is always, that one's a classic.
Just wanted to know if there was any, I guess, like kinship felt for Gromit for getting them in there. I know you said that you picked them because they're, you know, a dog.
Yeah.
They know ball.
They do.
A little bit of pep in his step. Fire Bro settles under that one. Top of the order for the eggs. Yoshi at bat. Well hit. That almost goes over Luffy's head. He corrals it. 2-0.
Time quick.
Yeah, I appreciate games that if there's going to be low-scoring innings, they don't add to the drama, but a little bit of drama goes a long way. Boo. Boo with, I believe it was a grand slam in the previous game. It might have just been a typical home run, but it was a backbreaker in last week's game. Blue Dry Bones up to bat. Blue Dry Bones ropes one into left center. The item! Wiggler wails as his multiple legs are broken by a green shell, but he turns the 6-4-3 double play, and now Dark Bone's up to bat. Runner on third, 2 outs. He hits one deep to center field. It's going to have to be a bunny jump. Goomba's hustling over. They're there in time. Monty Mole gets up, harmlessly falls into his paw. Garbage Pail Kids have taken out the trash this inning.
I'm just happy they sent up the one with arms.
Yeah, it's always scary when you see it go over their head, and it's like, well, they couldn't have extended their arms further. Any listeners at home, if you do know how the Goombas throw and catch and bat, we'd love to hear your opinion.
We would love to know.
It's sports science, you know. Another secret behind how they're so good at what they do. Wiggler almost sneaks that one. Swings for contact. A lofty one to center field, but falls just in front of Luffy.
This is a scary part of the batting order.
Yep, King K. Rool up next. Wiggler on base. We've seen this one before. Oh, a laser! Luffy gets over there in a hurry, but stumbles on the roots. They almost catch Wiggler at third, but runners on the corner, none out. Brown Critter up to bat. Hits into a ground ball. They turn 2, but a third scores. Bases are emptied, but maybe not in a preferable way for the starting pitcher of the rookies. They want to get out of this inning and then get into the rest of their bullpen. And Boomerang Bro solves that mystery.
Scary infield.
Very scary infield. And very scary part of the batting order up next. Tactician. Hitting third. Yeah, Luffy has had a couple costly bobbles, but now another center fielder may be getting complacent.
Only gets single, though.
Yep, we've noticed some very conservative base running. Boomerang Bro sends one deep to center field. Goomba he's tired, but they're settling under it. Off the wall, stays in the park. They don't think they have to jump, and I suppose they don't, but could have been an out. Now, runners on first and second, tying run at the plate. It's the Tactician. Checking the runner at second. Bowser Jr. has some speed. No steal this time. Strike on the outside corner of the plate. Curveball. This could be two. Wiggler taken out by the green shell. They catch the runner at first, but runners advance. Runners in scoring position. Fire Bro. Had to have a home run robbed earlier. This one would tie the game. Rainbow. Great play by Gurlame. Snags the ball, buzzing past them down the third base line. Gets the ball over to first. 5-6 on the put away, and it's still scoreless for the rookies. They send Boo out there to start the fourth inning. Tired. Now, did you have any scouting that you were doing for specifically this team that you talked to your guys about before you sent them out there? Because I know you mentioned their infield is scary.
Yeah, I don't really know how they're going to get around that. Yeah, especially those when they throw out the boomerang and the...
Yeah, they play this trap method in the center field that's devastating. I mean, look, they look like bodyguards back there. You got to think Boo feels supported. And Boo, he's never been known for his stamina, but if you have defense like this, I feel like they can go pretty long. Already halfway through this game.
I just gotta hope that my heavy hitters, once again, like Wiggler, K. Rule, and Critter pull through.
Luffy hits one up the middle. Wiggler handles it, gets it over to Scooby-Doo. 1 out. Nice little dive by Wiggler. I feel like he can overplay those, so happy to see him come away with that one. Rainbow pitch.
Yep.
Over Critter's head, and the Boo is not going to help. Maybe could have turned two, but they're trusting Red Koopa here. His brother, Green Koopa, also 2 wins. Chops one into left field. Runners on first and second. Tying run once again at the plate. It's Dark Bones. Crushes one deep to left field. If that hits the pillar, it's fair and it's gone. Drifting, though, foul. Charging up.
It's going to be in personally.
Wiggler snags it.
Dive.
This has been a pitching battle. Don't let the score fool you. Boo is going out there and leaving everything on the mound, but Yoshi, star of the day, a shutout through 5. They're leaving
Yoshi
Boo
is
out.
an underrated player on this team.
He's a captain that's maybe not as vocal as other captains, not as much like a locker room leader, but having that personality that allows you to take a step back and just do what's best for the team. It's an important component to winning. Strike one, Yoshi. Wiggler up behind him. That always has to help. Gurlame gets caught watching the ball playing fetch. Boomerang Bro says, go sit, stay in the dugout. Turns 2. Wiggler on base. Continues their torrid streak. I believe they've gotten on base every time they've had an at-bat.
He gets his one.
King K. Rool, a missile towards right field, will never get realized as Boomerang Bro grabs that one. I believe Wiggler has 100% on base still. I only went back through last night's game, to edit, but I believe he didn't get off. He's reached base every at bat so far.
Beautiful.
Bowser Jr. smokes one into the right first base. Scooby-Doo handles it. It's 1 out. Top of the 6th. Yoshi still pitching a gem. Some help from his defense. Not there, though, as Wiggler jumps over his first ball of the game and runners aboard. The tactician at the plate. Item in the chamber. It's going to be a pow block. Watches this one. Rainbow. Wiggler turns 2. Yoshi is going to take a complete game shutout into the 7th. As the eggs have a chance to do some more damage. Brown Critter, Scooby-Doo, Goomba coming up next. Breaking ball. Strike 1. Brown Critter. Drifting foul. Sky shot. What is his weight regimen, Charbo?
I truly have no clue.
He's not roiding,
I
is
kind
he?
of just let him do his own thing. I haven't tested him in a couple weeks. He could be. Well, I'll leave that up to the league to discover.
The first pitcher of the game has been pulled. Bowser Jr. steps in. 6 complete innings, and he'll inherit the inherited runner for Boo. But not too bad, 3 runs. Bowser Jr., though, immediately gets into some trouble. Pillar shot, 2-run bomb.
From Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo says, "Ruh-roh, rookies?" As he widens the gap and gives some late insurance to this team. Second me in history behind only the infallible Bobby Common W. This Eggs team has been a surprise. I think everybody watched this Rookies team and thought, this offensive buzzsaw, it was going to be scary, but shout out into the 7th with a 5-run gap. That is notable, That is a statement to make.
I was a bit nervous going into this one.
Monty Mole. A bobble off of Dark Bones. It stays fair. He turns 2.
Give us a second.
Sorry, not turns 2. Takes 2. Double for Monty Mole. Gromit. Watch what Scooby did. Now to keep their eye on the ball. Laser beam into right center. Luffy's going to get there. Attacks the ball. Gives Red Koopa a chance, but that chance is passed. Monty Mole, it's 6-0 Eggs. Top of the order. Wiggler behind him. Just need to get out of this inning, and they do. Well, they'll have to crack the shutout. They'll have to chase the starting pitcher from the mound, and now they'll have to score 6. Rookies, last chance. Fire Bro up to bat. Ooh, way behind that one. Doesn't make good contact. Power block comes out. Does not affect Scooby-Doo. 1 out. 2 outs away from history. The first pitcher to throw a complete game. I believe DK may have actually. Sorry, second. Complete game shutout would be the first. 2 outs. History. Remember the name Yoshi.
What happened?
The Eggs.
2 marathons. Pitched
The
all
Eggs.
game yesterday and all game today.
With a gem on the mound. 2 complete games, including tonight's shutout over one of the most offensively impressive teams in the league. It's 6-0 Eggs. MVP, who can it be? It's Wiggler. It's Brown Critter. It's both. We have our first co-MVP of the season.
I've never seen that.
Triple MVP.
Triple Scooby-Doo up
Scooby-Doo.
there.
All 70. Let me go ahead and record this.
Triple sevens.
Charvo, I have to take a second to write down the MVP numbers. If you wanted to speak on your team, maybe give a little post-game speech, I'll open the floor to you, and I'll have some questions in a second.
As a great man once said, we're not just a team, we're a family. And I think that really shows in tonight's performance.
Now, triple MVP, I know it's hard to pick just one, but is there, anybody that you want to call out and give credit to for their hustle? Maybe that wouldn't get, notice otherwise.
Probably Scooby-Doo. I feel like Mies don't very often see MVP. And I think to see a triple MVP with a me up there, that's something.
Especially on a team where, the captain, he just had this incredible pitching performance to be able to step out of the spotlight and say, no, you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Yeah.
Truly.
No runs, complete game for Yoshi. Maybe an early favorite for, the aluminum arm, vaunted best pitcher trophy. Incredible game.